guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I think I mentioned in my hair video that I was going to do my current go-to work makeup. My kind of routine in the mornings had to change. My commute's a bit longer now, so I kind of get up at 5 and we need to be out the door by 10 to 6. So everything has to be quite quick for me. So I tend to do the same thing every day just to keep it really quick and easy and routine. So I thought I'd share it with you today. It's quite a nice summery simple makeup, not that we're having much of a summer at the moment, but I thought I'd show you, and I'm not going to edit anything out whilst I'm doing it so you can see just how quick it is for me to do. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. So to start with, I do go in with a primer with SPF. This is the Hello Sunday Glow Primer. I've actually been really enjoying this a lot, and I really want to pick up some more of these, but without the glow in them, because I really like the SPF factor of it. And when you see what foundation I'm putting over the top, you may think, well, that's a bit silly to wear a glowy primer underneath, but like I said, it's the primer element I absolutely love, so I want to make sure I get a non-glowy one for under this particular foundation. So foundation, I've been loving the Lily Lolo mineral foundation. I've been wearing every day. I have mine in the shade Blondie, which when it gets to winter, I may just pick up slightly fairer shade just because this is a bit warm for me. In the summer it kind of works quite nicely. So I just use my Lilo Kabuki brush and just go ahead and buff it in. Apologies for the noise you can hear, because obviously I need to tap out the product into the lid. I don't go too heavy with this. The kind of coverage comes from the concealer later. This is more just to even out my skin tone. And I will take it a little bit down the neck like I would do a liquid one, because like I said, it's just a bit too warm for me right now. Okay, I'm going to quickly zoom you in a little bit actually. And that's better. So then I go in with my concealer. So oh, you're not focusing. I again use the Lily Lolo Berry Beige one. And I go in a bit heavier with this product just because I want to add more coverage. So where I like to pop this is under the eyes, and I use a Real Techniques setting brush for this. A little bit around the nose, I get redness there. Obviously on blemishes. So yeah, I go a little bit heavier on the concealer part and a little bit lighter on the foundation, and it kind of works, balances out quite nicely. And what I do like to do is pop some along here, and it kind of gives me a reverse contour, which I quite like, because this is slightly fairer than the foundation. Okay, next up I go in with bronzer, and I've got the Waikiki bronzer. This little sample's lasted me quite well. Now, if you have seen, sorry for the noise, if you have seen my, where is it? Oh, that's too wet. If you've seen my short, YouTube short from yesterday, you would have seen I've tried a little experiment which I want to do a full video on properly, and it's to do with this foundation but adding creams on top, and it seemed to work quite nicely, but I was just doing a quick test, so I need to do wear tests and all sorts and try it with different formulas, not just Lily Lolo formulas. So that video will be coming soon. I need to sit down, kind of have a play, test it, do wear test, because if I can wear creams over the top of this foundation, then that's going to be my perfect summer base, I feel like, or just perfect base in general. Okay, so I've just popped that bronzer mainly around the perimeters of the face. Oh, that brush is molting. Okay, so we've got a nice bronze going on. So a little bit more on this side. I am due to start the big bronzer soon, so that'll be fun. And don't be fooled, this is darker on this side than this side because there's more light coming in, so it is even though it may not look even on the skin. Okay, next I go in with blusher. I take the Coralista, just because I think that bronzer gives me enough glow to the skin. Let's go ahead and pop some on. Maybe we'll just drag a little bit across the nose, just to give a bit more of a sun-kissed look. Okay, that's the skin portion done. What I like to go next is my brows. I'm currently using ABH brow powder. I take a little Luxie angled brush and I go in with a darker shade of Auburn and just go ahead and fill in my brows. Now, since finishing the Lilo pencil, which I did enjoy, I preferred it when I had the eyebrow gel, which I still need to pick up some more. But going back to this, I realised I really do prefer powders for my brows. So yeah, I like to go through the ends first, get them quite defined-ish, and then I just go a bit fluffier through the fronts. Okay, then I move on to eyes. Now this is something I've been really loving. So I actually do creams on the eyes. I take actually the Hint Beauty Concealer in Deep first on a nice, just fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I kind of do a bit of a wash over the lid. Something nice and warm. It's going to make my blue eyes pop, but also it's going to have that hint of summer, a kind of sun bronzy look. So yeah, let's pop it all over the eyes. And what I like to do, whatever's left, I do run a little bit along the lower lash line. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then what I do is I just kind of rub off any excess on the back of my hand and just make sure everything is nice and blended and I'm happy. Okay, next what I go in, which I've been really loving this since I got it, is the Kosas 10-second shadow. This is in the shade Shimmer. I very much just whack this all over the lid. Then I take that same brush and just kind of blend out the edges. And then just pat over slightly the lid just to kind of make sure it's blended in nicely. And pop some just in the inner corner as well. But I'm really loving this because it really does like set, which is nice. And it still sets over the cream concealer. Then what I like to do is go in with an eyeliner in brown. This is the 100% Pure's Cocoa Brown liner. And I like to just run it only along the outer portion. Again, if you've seen my how to make lashes look a bit fuller, this is what I do. So just along the outer portion. Then I take a pencil brush and just soften it ever so slightly so it diffuses in. And this sits quite nicely because when that eyeshadow dries as well, this doesn't smudge either, which I think is really great. Okay, next I go in mascara. So I'm using up my Kiko mascara at the moment. So I'm just gonna load up my lashes. And I just do the top lashes. So the bottom lash line just has a little bit of that bronzing concealer, and that is it. Apology if this seems rushed. Like I said, I kind of want to show you like in real time how it is when I'm trying to rush in the morning, just so you can see how nice and relatively quick it is, but how kind of put together the look is as well. To be honest, on a Friday, because it's dress down Fridays, we don't wear like smart office clothes or the uniform. I tend to just do the skin and not bother with the eyes. But when I'm like dressed up a bit more, I tend to go with the eyes as well. Okay, and then on to lip. Again, I've shown this in a short. So this is the Benacos lip liner in brown. And then what I've been enjoying to do is take the RMS Lip to Cheek in Beloved, the beautiful red, and just kind of pat it on. Because I don't want full on red lips, I just want a little tint, which is quite nice. And you create quite a nice smudged look with this as well, which I think is quite nice. Okay, and then the final step that I like to do is take my e.l.f. lip oil in Pink Quartz. And have a bit of a gloss. And that is it. That is what I do. So that was probably, I'd say, around 10 minutes that it takes me to make up. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's not, depends how fast I'm being, but something very simple, so quite nice with the bronzer on the skin and the blusher, and then quite nice bronzy eyes as well. That pop of shimmer I think is really nice, and like this reddish lip. So yeah, something really nice and quick and easy, and this is just my one that I just do on repeat every day, just to make life a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. I will, like when it gets to like autumn, switch it up to a bit more of an autumnal look, and I might just do that kind of throughout the seasons, and I can kind of update you what my work routine makeup looks like. But it could change soon, because like I said, if you watch the short from yesterday, I attempted to put the cream blusher and the cream illuminator over top of this Lila foundation, and it didn't ruin the foundation, and it didn't there's no weird lookingness, it didn't texture wise, it didn't go weird, it didn't look like blotchy or anything like that. It looked good, and like I said, I really want to do like that, a bit more of a deep in-depth video on that proper wear test, because if that works, then I think that is going to be my favourite kind of skin routine to go for, because I won't have to worry about adding like a liquid foundation and then making sure the T-zone's set so I can have the cream products on my cheeks. The T-zone will already be set because I'm using a mineral foundation, mineral concealer. So fingers crossed. Like I said, I didn't do a wear test with that test. It was literally just a test to see if it would sit nicely on top of the powder foundation, and it seemed to. So stay tuned for that. It won't be the next video that comes up, but because I need to do the testing, but it will be very, very soon, I think. And fingers crossed it works. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Any future requests for videos, leave down below. Any YouTube short requests, leave them down below, because obviously I'm doing my summer 2024 challenge. my July 2024 challenge, which I have created a playlist of. So if you go into my channel, you go playlists, you can then see all the videos in one lot in case you've missed any. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.